Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome once again to the Workday R 2022 R2 release. I would like to start my presentation with a small quote, which is quoted by, say, Jake Roberts, and it goes like this: that every moment is an experience. And I'm here to present to you the people experience and user experience that Workday has, brought on the table for us with this release features in the cross application services. I am Hina Ruparil and I'm a functional consultant with Tieto Every. I have completed my certification in Workday HCM Core. About the webinar practicalities, just want to brief you quickly that we warmly welcome all your questions via chat. And if they are unanswered, we will be sharing it via an email. This session is recorded and it will be available for you in a few days after the event. And the handouts are already made available, so feel free to refer to them during this presentation. The safe harbor statement applies to the entire deck, so I'll just move to the next slide. In the cross application services, Workday has roundly kind of approximately offered us 24 new features, and I'll just start navigating you through most of the features that we could cover during this session. So people experience homepage is the most important feature that I would like to highlight with respect to the cross application services. The feature says that now we cannot any longer opt out of people experience homepage, and you can customize information to have a more personalized experience. And for this, you will have to do a configuration, and the configuration task is to set up people experience configuration domain so that you can customize the homepage. So customization of homepage is available, but the main homepage with respect to people experience, you cannot opt out anymore. With this overview, we can have, I can show you, probably we can go through two features where I will show a demo on view all apps and the global navigation. So I will just quickly show you the demo in that case. Yeah. So I hope you can see the demo screen where we can see that the main header top bar of the Workday People Experience homepage is kind of designed in such a way that you can refer to the menu, the tasks that are there throughout the entire working period of yours during Workday, where you can come back to these apps and shortcuts. Even if you are kind of recruiting someone, or you don't need to go to the apps menu again and again. So this is really made very easy, and this is kind of delivering a lot of new experience to all the workers globally. This menu is also called as the global navigation. So this is clubbed together and it will be visible to you when you hover over it. Then we have this awaiting actions. We have this quick tasks. Then we have view all apps. We have your teams. We have announcements, timely suggestions, and recommended for you. So this is the new look and feel for the Workday homepage. One more feature that they have added during this release is this view all apps. So when you click on view all apps, it takes you to the global navigation page directly. With this release around a month back, what Workday has also done is that you can view the top 4 apps that you kind of visit regularly by having a short configuration by typing configure people experience homepage content. So when you do this and you enable the top apps and you do a OK, here when I refresh, so we can see the top apps, the top 4 apps available over here. So this is a new feature that Workday has introduced with respect to the home page for Workday. just close this. Getting back to our presentation, I'll move on. These are the quick links on the configuration, and this configuration is required in case if we want to customize the people experience homepage. So what is changing? The homepage look and feel. What I need to do is we need to set up the people experience configuration domain. And what happens if I don't do anything? If we don't do anything, Workday will automatically display the new people experience homepage and search experiences, but you won't be able to configure the homepage as per your company needs. Coming to the next feature, which is preview of people experience Workday delivered cards. This is also a feature which is with respect to the homepage itself, where we can customize the Workday delivered cards. So Workday enables you to customize information that you display on the homepage, and you can preview editable. So the feature is that you can preview editable Workday delivered cards, and you can also kind of set dates as to when you want it to happen, etc. So I will also give you a demo on that. So quickly moving to the demo for that. What we need to do is we just need to type Workday cards workspace into the search box, and this is what will come in. When I just click here, and if I do a edit, I will be able to customize everything that I could or that I want to do over here, number one. The second change that I can also do is kind of, go over here and do a preview. Once I do a preview, all these options have been added with this release, where I can unpublish if I am not required to. I can edit it and I can remove it. And since this is already published, it is okay. Otherwise, I can just push the publish button for it to happen. So this is with respect to the Workday card spaces. Moving back to the presentation. So this is how we do the preview, and this is if we want to add the new card, we can also add a new card. The additional considerations here is that only editable Workday delivered cards can be previewed, not all of them. And from the preview page, we can publish, unpublish the card, which I have showed, navigate to the edit page, and remove the card from the added list. What is changing? You can preview the Workday delivered cards. What I need to do is, I showed you, we need to go to the Workday home cards workspace. And what happens if I don't do anything? This feature is automatically available for select cards. Moving to tables. Now tables help us to kind of, view things in a very nicer way. So we always want to have a good view. So the users always want to view tables in a more professional manner where they can just make analysis of whatever they want to do at their fingertips. So Workday improves the accessibility, performance, and usability for only read-only tables. This feature automatically displays the number of pages. So what all we can get to see is that previously, if we wanted to see, supposing if a table had 700 or 800 rows, and if we had to see the 750th row, it used to take us a lot of time to, go through the next page. So now what Workday is doing is that we can view all the rows, we can turn off the new tables view button, we can accessibly configure the columns, and we can have a table navigation. So I will just also show you a demo on this. So to just elaborate a bit more, we can view 30 items in one particular screen. And the table navigation also helps us to view the first page, the last page, the previous page, the next page. And it also gives you a feature where you can specify a page number. So I think this is a very good feature for all of us as users, where we can easily navigate to what we want to view on the table instead of putting more time and efforts by scrolling through each and every row and column. We can also turn off the new tables view button. And we can also have the accessibility for read-only tables by using these shortcuts of freeze, hide, reorder, and show. So if you see, I will just show you. Once you click on, just go to any table, and once you click on this view here, you'll see you'll be able to move to top, you'll be able to move down, you'll be able to move up and move to the bottom for all the frozen columns. So Workday also gives us a feature to freeze the columns. So this is one part of the demo. I will show you the real-time demo as well. So as I mentioned, this is the AIGMS tenant where I have pulled in this kind of a table. So when I just scroll below, previously like this feature was not available. So see, now I can go like right now we are on 1 of 30. So as mentioned that we can see the first 30 rows out of 783 items. When I just click here, we just get onto the last page, which is 781 out of 783. Now if I move to the previous page, I can see the remaining, like the last 30 items. And if I kind of click here, then I will be able to see the next inline item. So Workday is kind of giving us this feature to scroll or navigate between what we want to see on the tables. If I just kind of press say 50, no, if I, this is on 751, right? So if I press say 752 here, I will be able to see only that 752. So this is the page. So if I want to see the page number 25, I will just be able to see the page number 25 into the entire thing. When I go back to the items per page and I select all of these items will be visible to me in one view. I also have the option to kind of export this, which is an old feature itself, but I can do that also along with toggling between the navigation that our 2022 feature has given us right now. Coming to the next feature.
Kina, there's some questions in the chat at the moment. So one question is about if it's possible to rearrange the sections on the new homepage, and if the announcements can be put on top.
So currently, with this feature, I think we can kind of get back to them via email if it is possible into the configuration after configuration. So we can get back to them via email.
Absolutely. And there's also another question. Do you know now how new people experience homepage affects the mobile app? Apparently, there has not been too much information about this yet.
Yeah, so actually, even on the community, there hasn't been much information. I think we are expecting it to be updated like in this week or the coming week, maybe. So we can also get back via email on that question.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Coming to what is changing in the table navigation or the table feature, there is improvement in accessibility, performance, and usability for read-only tables. What we need to do is nothing because it is automatically available only for read-only tables. No additional configuration is required. And what happens if I do nothing? The new functionality displays automatically. So you don't need to do anything. Coming to discovery boards, there are a lot of new interesting user experience that is related to discovery boards. So probably I will just first share all the screens that I have, all the slides that I have prepared with respect to discovery boards, and then give a one-time demo. So the first feature that they have introduced is the waterfall viz type for discovery boards, which will help us to expand the analytical capabilities for discovery boards by enabling you to analyze incremental changes. So this is a new feature that they've added where we can analyze incremental changes more easily. The example is that you can perform expense analysis by categories defined in a single dimension field. So like how we have these bar charts and we have these other ways of viewing dashboards, waterfall viz is a type that they have introduced newly. So they have two features. We can give values in terms of measures, and we can have another one called as dimensions. So we can put the field values either as dimensions or measures. So I will take you through the demo as well. But as you can briefly see, this is the waterfall viz type, and this is the measures and this is the dimensions, but I will give you a demo in bit. So I will then so here there is one consideration that you need to do is that you can only add one dimension to a waterfall chart, a dimension if there is only one measure. So I will also explain this in a bit more detail when I show you the demo. Another feature that they have taken us through the discovery board is on count distinct. So as we know, the count distinct feature is available in our Excel when we use Excels and also when we use Workday Matrix, but it was not a feature for the dashboards. So now Workday has also introduced count distinct function in the discovery boards, and it gives you more flexibility when analyzing a category and numeric data by using this feature of count distinct summarization. For text fields, Workday ignores the case sensitive and separates value with special characters or misspellings. So this is a feature while they have considered for text fields. Like just to give you a short snapshot of this, I will also take you through the demo. So you can see that in measures, we have this count distinct. So this is a new thing that Workday has added for the dashboard perspective. One more feature that is with the discovery board is the discovery board tables user interface. This feature will help improve the discovery board user interface, simplifying on how we create tables and enhancing the performances. So the look and the feel of the table or the customized table will help us to have improved hover tooltips, redefine styling, and all the alignment that is there for currency data or any numeric value is aligned to the right side. So this is how it will look, but I will also share a demo. So if you see, this is all on the right side, although this is a screenshot, so I can't hover over it, but I will show it to you during the demo. Moving to the next feature of Discovery Board is the download. So I think Workday has done a very good addition to this by adding the download as a CSV file. Previously, we wouldn't be able to download any discovery board through the CSV format, but it would be on the Excel. So now we can download it as CSV and we can analyze this in a better way. So this will help us to Workday will provide the new download as CSV option on the actions menu for advanced report, drill by result, matrix report, and show detailed result. So downloading large volume of data might impact the performance of your browser. So maybe it will impact a bit, but I tried it and it just took little more time than the regular time. So nothing much that we need to worry here. So if you see this, this is the thing and this is the dashboard. And if we see, we can download it as a CSV over here. So this is a feature that Workday is kind of providing us with respect to discovery boards. Before I move to the summary, I will take you through the demo of the entire thing. So we are done with this. As I mentioned, this was the first thing on the dashboard. If I click here on the discovery board, I have already created this HR learning discovery board for our presentation perspective. So we have bar chart, we had line chart, all of this was previous. Waterfall is something that Workday has introduced lately. And this is on the measures and the dimensions. In additional consideration, the feature that I was trying to explain is that when we have measures and dimensions, we can add more of it here. But when if I don't have anything here, uh, I can have more features in the measures, basically. And this is how it will look. So see, now it is not allowing me to add it. But if there is nothing in the dimensions, and if I try to click something in, wait, just give me a moment. Why is it not happening? Here. Yeah. So in measures, I can have multiple measures only if there is no dimension. But if there is dimension, then I can have one measure and one dimension only. So this was the additional consideration that I was just trying to demo to you. Moving to the next feature of the dashboard, or the thing is that this is about the count distinct feature that Workday is introduced. Moving to the next feature of discovery board is on the tabular phone. So see, if I hover over this, I get more information on what this is all about. And if you see, all the content on numeric or currency will be on the right hand side. So this is another visual feature that Workday has brought to the discovery board. And the last thing that I had explained was with respect to downloading it. So you can download the discovery board in the form of a CSV. So I think I have summarized the discovery board demo as well. I will just now move back to the presentation. Coming to the summary, so what is changing? Workday has introduced or included the waterfall viz type for discovery boards, which will help you to analyze uh, numeric or numeric data more effectively and make your analysis really easy for you to take decisions at an ease. And what I need to do, this is a new feature. It is automatically available. Nothing much needs to be done. And if you don't do anything, the existing waterfall visits remain the same and nothing is affected. So you can continue to use all the measure fields as before. Moving to the next feature, which is on due dates for the journeys editor. So Workday improves on how you configure due dates using journey editors, saving both time and efforts. So your journey editors can now have uh, due dates based on events and calendar. So this is a new feature that Workday has introduced with respect to Journey Editor, where you can set the event due dates and the calendar due dates. So this will enable you to add event-based and calendar-based due dates to the journey steps. This needs a configuration where you need to navigate to the journey editor on a specific journey, select a step, select the added due date, and configure an event-based due date, calendar-based due date, and save it. So this is how the screenshot looks, where this is the journey workspace, is something that you need to search for. And this is how the due date can be set. So I will also give a short overview in the form of a demo to you. So I have just typed journey workspace here, and I had selected one for demo purpose. When you select here, you can add a due date. When you add a due date, it can either be event due date or calendar due date. So journey received on a date and time. Now over here, there is, if I want something to be say after 4 weeks, so I can just select here and save. Once I select here and save, and I can just check for errors. So there is no error over here. And you can see that the due date previously was showing as blank, but now it is showing after 4 weeks. I can also preview this, and this is how it is going to appear basically. So once you preview it, you can see this. So see, this is something that I have added after 4 weeks. So this is how we can use the event based. And once I don't need event based maybe. Or we can just select the next one. Okay. If I want to have it on calendar date, I can also kind of, just select, say, of whatever date I want this to happen, the journey workspace, and I will put the save. So when I saved it, you can see that the due date appears. I check for errors. Okay, there is some error here, but let's see if there is any error. Okay, if so, you need to check for the errors and then do a similar preview and kind of see if this is also working. So basically, the functionality is nothing much, but Workday is introducing us to have the event and the calendar dates, the due dates to be set accordingly. Okay, now moving to the next feature. So there is a summary on how Workday is improving the configuration due dates for the journey editor. What I need to do here, you need to do a lot of configurations, which is mentioned here. And if you don't do anything, then it will also have impacts on the due dates and everything. So you need to do all this in order to have the feature of journey editor to set the due dates happen smoothly. Moving to global navigation menu shortcuts and app finder. This is a feature with respect to the people experience homepage again, where the menu is also named as global navigation when you hover over it. And you can set shortcuts and apps as per the order preference that you have. So to give you a feature overview is that Workday enables you to find, add, remove apps and shortcuts directly on the global navigation menu. This helps users to quickly and easily personalize their navigation experience. So I will just kind of give you a short demo on this. So if you see, this is our Workday page where we have apps and shortcuts. We can add apps, we can edit the ordering of it also. I will also give you a brief demo on this. So this is the global navigation menu where we can hover. This is apps, this is shortcuts. I can add apps, I can find apps. So I just want to add, say, team time. When I add it, what will happen is you will be able to see this as the first feature of your apps. So you can just edit it and you can reorder it as per your needs and just save the changes. So only 20 apps can be kind of listed here, but remaining you can reorder and see whichever you want to keep on the first screen of your page. This is on shortcuts. This works similarly on how we have seen the app. So I can just add a shortcut. I can find a shortcut and add it. And I can also reorder it. So this shortcut will directly take me to the page where I want to go. So I don't have to, keep typing my team's birthday or something like this. So this is how apps and shortcuts can be used using Workday as per the new homepage experience. Uh, okay, now coming to the presentation again. So what is changing? Workday enables you to find, add, remove apps and shortcuts directly to the global navigation menu. What I need to do is that this is automatically available and you cannot opt out of it. And what happens if I don't do anything? You'll see the enhanced global navigation menu. Moving to knowledge management. Knowledge management is a feature that Workday has introduced, which will enhance the experience for the help article editor and support additional article languages. So Workday has added 9 new languages to support this feature, and this feature expands the range of content where we can also add tables. We can use performated texting styles. We can have nested bullets and number list up to 3 levels, and we can also have the tables where we can add rows above and below. So this is how the article workspace will look like, and I will just kind of show a demo also to you. So what I need to do is just type article workspace. This is something that I have created. So we can type this. This is a bullet thing that Workday has introduced. So you can just type whatever. And you can also have a numeric significance over here. Then we can have this feature of strike through. We can have the feature of underline, and this is a very good user experience that Workday is giving. As I mentioned, we can have this converted to uh, all these languages, and this will help us for a global user experience where different languages can be kind of enabled for end user experience. And with respect to tables, there are two types. One is traditional, one is contemporary. So when I just go here to the traditional table, and if I click here, I can insert a row below. I can use it as we have it in our Excels. So this is what Workday has introduced in this feature of article workspace. So I will now move back to the presentation. And the summary is that we have improved knowledge management experience by enhancing the help article editor and supporting additional article languages. This feature is automatically available and you don't need to do anything, just update the training material. And what happens if I do nothing? Nothing. This feature is automatically available. Now moving to the org chart accessibility, as we know that we quite often use org charts and the look and the feel of it was not uh, very nice to the eyes previously. But now what Workday has introduced is that all the org chart accessibility will have a larger card size. It will match the new org chart designs, and when you export them to the PowerPoint, the org chart will be responsive to different screen sizes. So previously, if you had like a 28-inch laptop or a 21-inch laptop, it was not responsive, but now it is going to happen in that way. And there are enhanced color contrast throughout the entire organization chart. And they have improved the organization chart user experience by having animations simpler. We have quick navigations and controls that are within the customized chart view. But the additional consideration here is that as of August 15, the organization accessibility chart is delayed in the preview. So I will not be able to show a demo of it, but I can I have just attached a screenshot for the same. So this is how the new look and feel of the org chart will be taken into consideration going forward. We can see the card view as per the worker details and worker matrix. This is as per the worker matrix, and we also have this customized chart view to be shown as contingent and open position. So you can just apply and this is how it will be seen. What Workday has also done is that you can only see 7 boxes here per field. So this is one more thing that they have tried to introduce with this feature. So this is with respect to org charts. Now what is changing? We make.
Hina, can I interrupt you for 1 second? I noticed that there's one more question in the Q&A, and it goes like this: will the functionality for tracking dashboard usage statistics be delivered in R2 in the new release?
Yes, it will. It will.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So yeah, I was on the summary where what is changing, we make so Workday makes organization charts easier to view and understand. And there is a quick navigation on enhanced color contrast towards the entire org change. What I need to do is this change will be displayed automatically. Nothing needs to be done. What happens if I don't do anything? The new display is something that everybody will get to view. So nothing can be not done to have this not seen basically. There are various other features that Workday has brought into consideration with cross-application services. So I think we have around 25 minutes left. I will just quickly browse through some of these or maybe all of these. So starting with the rich text formatting for questionnaires. So now when you design questionnaires, you can use this rich text formatting where Workday will give you more control on how questions and questionnaire text displays, where you can enable organized text and make it easier to read. So, you can use these features of bold, italics, colors, and strike through features when you kind of prepare questionnaires. So that was a quick one. Then translation management. So Workday improves the localization support by making translation processes more intuitive. So this is with respect to business object translations. And when you select the show untranslated only checkbox, Workday removes the translation statuses fields to display only the untranslated instances of a business object. So this can be kind of used by using the business object translation new report. So I have a screenshot for this where you just need to type business object translation new, and these are the translatable business object, and this is the translatable language. So we have seen that Workday has introduced quite new languages, and this can be used for business objects. Then user interface miscellaneous enhancements. So this is another feature where Workday improves the user experience when exporting large reports from the user interface and generating large Microsoft Excels. So now Workday will display a notify me later message when exporting a large report or generating a large spreadsheet. So you will get a notification so that your work doesn't get interrupted and you can do your work in the background. And when Workday notifies your report or spreadsheet is ready, you can easily view it. So that is with respect to the feature overview for the user experience miscellaneous feature. Coming to reporting and analytics miscellaneous enhancements. It is a tenant-wise summarization of calculations. All custom reports except composite reports and discovery boards are covered in this. This is submitted by user report field setup is required. And with this update, Workday makes reporting on scheduled events more consistent. So basically, you can have the new scheduled by user report fields on the background business process business object, and this is where you can have business process report data source. So this is with respect to that. Moving to local formatting. Now Workday is releasing continuously to provide you with more consistent user experience by improving how Workday displays local formats. So this date and time formats are automatically available. And the example for this is that in US local, Workday now displays a time and range for 1 to 1:30 p.m. MST instead of 1 p.m. MST to 1:30 p.m. MST. So instead of having this MST everywhere, they have just made it more easier for the users to view the local timing here. And for French Canada, they have also kind of, this is another example where Workday has kind of changed the look and feel from March 29 October to 2:15 p.m. instead of March 29 October 2:15 p.m. So I think we will be able to use this more easily for the end users to have a better user experience. This is on the hub name overrides where this is this is supported across, but there is no support that is provided for the functionality for recruitment hub. What Workday enables us here is to rename and translate hubs listed in the maintain hubs report, providing you with additional flexibility and customization for your business needs. So see, if I show you a quick demo here, when you go to configure hub by admins, hub definition is there. This is a new feature that they have added where you can have the navigation item action override, and this is a label override. So Workday added a new label override field in the configuration hub by admin task that you can access from maintain hubs report. So this new field will enable you to rename any non-recruitment hub in Workday, and you can also translate the renamed hub using the business object translation reports. So this is how the new feature looks like basically. Coming to language translations, Workday continues to improve and expand translations for all 37 languages, making it easier for you to manage a global workforce. So, if you want to see what is planned, you can visit the community page. And during this release preview window, some translations are still in progress. So, I will not be able to kind of show you a demo for this, but this has features across. So this language feature is available for procurement self-service translations. All these features are automatically available. You don't have to do any setup for this. So the procurement self-service translation will be available for users in for these languages, basically Croatia, Czech, Danish, Estonia, and other 9 languages. Then skill cloud translations. This is available for Skill Cloud users in Chinese traditional only. HR partner translation, this is also automatically available, and it provides translation for HR partners users in Arabic. Then HCM administrator translations, this is also automatically available and provides translations for users in Danish, Dutch, and Norwegian. Then system administrator translations. This provides translations for system administrator users in Dutch. And Workday doc translations helps users in Danish, Dutch, and Norwegian. And business process administration translations will help users in Dutch. So this is with respect to the language translations that Workday has introduced during this release. Then we have this help center basically. So Workday improves help center user experience, enabling users to more easily browse and find articles. So an article preview is automatically available. You don't need to do any setup for this. So this will help you to view the articles that Workday is displaying in the form of preview, where it is very easy for you to kind of quickly browse on what you want to read, which is most relevant or to help resolve your questions. So this looks like this. Basically, if I go to help center, these are the articles here. So if I kind of just click on one of them, this will be the preview of it basically. So you will be able to see the preview of it, and then if you are interested more in it, you can click to the details and view it in details. If not, then you can browse and search it more easily. So this will basically help you to invest little lesser time and get to the search results more quickly by just previewing what is there. Coming to Object Transporter 2.0, with this release, Workday continues to improve the functionality and usability of Object Transporter. This is only available in your Customer Central tenant. It is not available in any other tenants. This helps to migrate report groups. It helps to migrate custom facets range groups. And the meaning of it is that you can only use this to migrate report groups and migrate custom facet range groups. That's it. And these are both automatically available, so you don't need to configure any setup there. Then machine learning innovation services is a new feature, where the feature overview is that Workday continues to enhance innovation services by machine learning. This is the link on the details of it, but this is a feature for public cloud customers in new Asia Pacific, Singapore, and EU Germany regions. So this is only for now introduced there. So innovation services for Asia Pacific, Singapore and EU regions, where Workday provides in machine learning features for public cloud customers on these features of financial machine learning, HCM machine learning, Workday graphs, user experience machine learning. So when machine learning will come into picture, I think more of the manual effort that we spend will be reduced, and the machine learning will kind of, pop up with new things that we regularly use or what we want to use as end users, and it will make our lives more easier basically. So this is what is innovation services for machine learning. Then data region selection for innovation services opt-in. So Workday now requires you to select a machine learning data processing region for edit tenant setup. So when you go to edit tenant setup and do this machine learning task for the first time, you opt into the innovation services that uses machine learning. So there is a note to it that existing machine learning innovation services customer default into the US data region except customers in Singapore. So this is more to do with the default of the US data region. Uh, and if you have already selected a data processing region and want to change it, you can contact customer support basically. Coming with the dashboard run history, Workday delivers a new dashboard run history report that helps users analyze dashboard usage statistics. Workday also enables users in filter and view dashboard run history results from the previous 6 months. So this also has additional features of enabling access to dashboard run history, which will deliver a new dashboard run report secure to custom reports administration, and it will display separate usage statistics on how many times users have viewed all the tabs and each individual tabs. So when you only want statistics on how many times users view a specific tab on a dashboard, you can run this report for that specific dashboard tab. So I think this will also help us to kind of customize our dashboards in such a way where users are maximized at using those tabs or all of the tabs or individual tabs. So we will understand on how we want to change our own dashboards by considering the usage of each tab by our end users basically. Then this is also kind of added to new features where index dashboards run history data source and dashboard run history reporting field is there, where the dashboard names, dashboard owner, requested by user, start date and time can appear. So you can also use this report fields in the custom reports basically. That was with respect to the dashboard thing. Coming to business process framework miscellaneous enhancements. So there is a custom notification for autocomplete events. There is it for routing modifiers. Then for branching question limits, renamed business process type report fields, and mass operation management run standards. So the business process framework will be able to have all these features. I think I'll not get much into detail of this. Moving to, since we just have last 10 minutes, I think, moving to the roadmap, what Workday has with respect to the user experience roadmap and people experience roadmap is that they really want to personalize people experience homepage. So prior to 2022 R1, it was live in production, then default. Now it is defaulted for all our customers, and now it is scaled to support all the customers. So I think it is a very great feature where all our employees will be able to see different even text messages. So here you can see as good morning and the first name. If you log in after some time, the same user logs in after some time, they will see a different message. Even this picture that you can see here, that will also keep on getting customized. So I think Workday aims to give a very good and a fresh feeling when you once log into Workday and want to see on some of the inboxes or tasks and all. And from the first page itself, on awaiting your action, you can clear all your inbox items. And I think the header bar is very important because, if you are doing anything in Workday, but you want to view your apps, then you can just click here and you can see all the shortcuts and everything. So you don't need to come to this Workday homepage every time, basically. So I think with the user experience roadmap, they want to really personalize and put more time, and they want to really give a good user feeling for the homepage. Then their experience strategy is to engage and to have it like say named as Workday Everywhere, where bringing immersive experiences to people and how where they want to work basically. So this is their strategy for user experience roadmap. And I think what Workday is also doing now is that they're investing a lot in empowering manager experience. So for till now, managers were not empowered enough to use Workday. So what they are going to futuristically do is to have manager insights hub enhanced, quick approvals from homepage. So they will, if they want to kind of approve recruitment, or if they want to approve some uh, compensation related numeric figures, then they had to visit that in details and go through it. But now what they are aiming is to empower managers by just having it quickly approved from the homepage for the managers. And this Workday Everywhere enhancement is linked to the experience strategy that Workday will follow. So I have just tried to cover this very much in brief, but there are around 7, 8 more user experience related bullet points that are added to the roadmap, for which the link is attached, and you can visit it to have detailed view. Uh, Coming to people experience roadmap, I have also added a link to it, but just to briefly go through it, is that they have this investment themes in terms of intelligent case deflections, HR team productivity, and integrated help, where they will kind of enable HR teams to efficiently deliver an experience driven service. And integrated help is with respect to people experience roadmap is where they will connect the dots between products, processes, and workflows within Workday, basically. So uh, that is another experience that Workday will try to give. The link here has in detailed information of more features or more bullet points with respect to the people experience roadmap, which can be probably viewed later. So I think that was all from my side on the presentation for cross application services. And thank you all for joining in. And I hope that you had a good experience with this presentation, and it was a great learning curve. So before you go, I think I have already got a couple of questions for which I will probably investigate and get back to you over when we will send the answers to it over email. If there are any more questions, you can probably connect with me at hina.ruparel@theatoevery.com. And this feedback form will hardly take a couple of minutes. So, a kind request for you to fill the feedback form so that we can improve our service continuously. So, that is it from my end. Thank you.